why I do what I do. I do what I do because I know what it feels like to be lonely, to be without a loved one, to be childless, barren like a desert, to suffer from infertility. I know what it feels like to be poor and hungry, to not know where the next meal is going to come from, to slide down the wall, holding my head and wonder, how will I buy milk for the children today? I know what it feels like to be a Black female in a corporate world dominated by white males. To be paid less, to do more, to take on the most challenging jobs, to learn to accept failure on a regular basis, and to have victories so small they pale in comparison to those of my peers. I know what it feels like to dream of a home of my own and to invest my life savings to build it. Have it for what feels like just a moment, and then lose it. I know what it feels like to be bankrupt financially, exhausted physically and emotionally, and to rise out of that pit stronger. I know what it feels like to want to do better, to be better, to desire to move myself, my family, and my friends out of poverty. I know what it feels like to search the world for answers, to struggle painstakingly to find ways, solutions to life's everyday and unusual problems. I know what it feels like to fail and to succeed, to try when it seems impossible, to persist. I know what it feels like to be beaten physically and mentally. I know what it feels like to decide. I know what it feels like to decide and never, ever, ever give up. I know what it feels like to desire something so bad, not just for myself, but for others like me, and even for others who are not like me. My soul, the ancient and eternal part of me that has lived in the billions of you who have come before and are still here with me, feels everything deeply. I know that makes me an extremist, but we all have our flaws. I choose my flaws, and that, my friends, is why I do what I do. For myself and for you. So when you decide to join me on this journey of self-discovery to discover and share your hidden, forgotten, or simply neglected gifts and talents and build on them to dig yourself or someone else out of poverty or pain or whatever kind of suffering you are currently experiencing, whether it is emotional or physical, when you decide to join me, not knowing exactly where this journey will lead, but trusting that as you take each step with me, we are doing what we are meant to be doing. You know why I do what I do. Now finish this sentence. I do what I do because I know what it feels like to.